On the evening of January 7th, 1991, a chilling crime unfolded at the Westgate Mall Cinema in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Two young cinema employees, Alexander George Hops, 19, an usher, and James Todd Green, 24, the assistant manager, were brutally killed during what began as a robbery. The perpetrators, David Rocheville and Richard Longworth, both later faced capital punishment by lethal injection. Rocheville and Longworth spent the early evening driving aimlessly in a minivan before deciding to target the cinema. Upon entering, Longworth handed his handgun to Rocheville. They briefly watched Dances with Wolves before launching their robbery. When usher Alex Hops emerged in a hallway, Longworth incapacitated him, knocking him down, muffling him, and dragging him outside. Rocheville shot Hops in the left side of the head while Longworth restrained him. Attempts to re-enter the locked theater led them to wave at James Green, who opened the door. Longworth brandished his weapon, demanded access to the safe in the ticket booth, and seized several money bags. Upon learning that Green had deposit bags in his car, they retrieved those as well. Then, forcing Green into the minivan, they drove to a remote location. Green was ordered to walk 5 paces, kneel, and look straight ahead. When he did, Rocheville shot him in the back of the head. Law enforcement arrested the duo the following day, aided by Rocheville leading officers to Green's body, while Longworth provided a full confession. Both men were indicted on 2 counts of murder, as well as kidnapping and armed robbery. Rocheville admitted his role, but claimed coercion. Longworth later appealed, citing ineffective counsel and undisclosed mitigating circumstances related to family history. Rocheville was convicted and ultimately executed by lethal injection on December 3, 1999, at 31 years old, while Longworth met the same fate on April 15, 2005, at 37 years old, at Broad River Correctional Institution in Columbia. His final words, read by his attorney, expressed remorse and a desire for peace for the victims' families, acknowledging full moral and legal responsibility for his actions. The case also provoked notable legal proceedings. In State v. Rocheville in 1993, the Supreme Court of South Carolina upheld his convictions and sentencing, rejecting arguments such as duress and mishandled victim impact testimony. The court ruled that duress could not reduce murder to manslaughter, and that the emotional testimony from the victims' families was permissible under prevailing legal standards. Similarly, in State v. Longworth, 1993, the Supreme Court affirmed Longworth's conviction and death sentence, concluding that juror dismissals during voir dire were appropriate and that procedural safeguards were followed.